I think what happened at Batley Grammar School has been resolved in terms of the inquiry that's taken place, and I was involved with a number of people who were dealing with that. I think we've got to a solution now where it has been admitted that mistakes were made. I think that's really important, and apologies have been made for any offence that was caused. I think it's horrendous that a teacher has ended up in hiding. I have reached out to him via his union and offered to support him in whichever way I can, and I would continue to do that if I was elected. The main focus now, as somebody who has worked in this community, bringing people together from different backgrounds, is that we pull together as a community, we focus on the children's education. I think that's what everybody wants, and we make sure that this teacher is not put under the spotlight any more than he already has been. He needs to be able to get on with his life.
Do you want to see that teacher back in the classroom at Batley Grammar?
I think that has to be a decision for the teacher, and I'm sure I know those conversations are taking place, and I think that has to be a matter for him.
But if he feels his life is under threat by going back to his job, there's a problem, isn't there?
Well, I think again that's up to him to decide, and I would imagine that he'd probably appreciate having the time and the privacy to do that, which I think is what people should be very respectful of.
Let me just put that to you, Ryan Stevenson. What's your take on what happened at Batley Grammar School and the ongoing issue with the teacher involved not feeling fit to go back to work?
Yeah, well, Kim says the matter's been resolved, but it evidently hasn't, because we've got a teacher who's still in hiding and doesn't feel safe to come back to school. And I'm director of an academy trust here in West Yorkshire, and I understand more than anybody here the importance of safeguarding and the duty of care we have on our children and our staff, and it is completely unacceptable the way that this teacher has been dealt with and the fact he's had to be in hiding. But the job of an MP is to speak out when things aren't right and to challenge and speak up for their communities, and we didn't have that with our last Labour MP. There was no statement bringing the community back together or challenging the school, and my commitment on this issue, if I'm elected on the 1st of July, is to offer the experience I've got as a director of an academy trust to help the school and the teacher, if it's wanted, to build back from this in a better way, and work with the government to ensure that our core values continue to be taught in our curriculum of rule of law, democracy, individual liberty and tolerance of religious freedoms.